Hello cuties! Today I have a very exciting video for you, but also incredibly exciting performance for me because this is gonna be my very first time reaction to FORESTELLA. Honestly, FORESTELLA fans were very persistent in the comments of my videos. And then here goes the YouTube algorithm recommending me their new Immortal songs performance. And it is also one of my very favorite songs from Lady Gaga, which is Bad Romance. And when I've heard that combination, it was over for me. I knew I have to see it. If you're interested in everything singing and music related, then please don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you would like to support the channel, which is very heavily demonetized, and you would like to get some extra reactions on top of that, then please head to my Patreon, which is gonna be linked down in the description and in the pinned comment. And I do up to 6-7 extra reactions there, and you choose what I react to. If you decide to do so, I really appreciate it. And down in the pinned comment, you will also find a link to my website in case you wanted to start to sing or you would like to work with me on your voice. Then head there. There should be all the information you're gonna need, and I'm gonna be waiting for you. And now, without any further ado, FORESTELLA on Immortal songs and their Bad Romance. Alright, let's go. Oh, dramatic. I like that. Oh my god!
I want your everything as long as it's free. I want your love, love, I want your love.
I did not expect this. Now, I know that people told me that they are classically trained, but okay. Alright. Now I see why you wanted to see my first reaction. Oh my god! I did not expect this whatsoever. I know that Korean type of singing, especially in K-pop, is very stylized into certain placement. So, and that's perfectly fine. But like, I wanted this for so long. I'm so excited. Also the drama. For the low voice, he's using quite a lot of air to lighten it up a little bit, and still, his color is coming through so heavily. Ooh.
I want your ugly.
I loved the layering. You had a low tone and then you had a mid tone, which you would be like, okay, this is gonna be the upper tone, like to contrast the low one. And then you got the third one, which was actually even higher, which had a very high intensity. It was very metallic. Oh god.
I want your disease. I want your everything as long as it's free. I want your love, 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 I want your love.
This is a true bass. This is absolutely the true bass. You can hear it when he's singing with his clean tone. It's incredibly low. I mean, that's the first thing that you probably notice. But also structurally, it's a very typical bass voice. Ooh.
I want you to know the touch of your hand. I want to let us start is kissing the sun. I want your love. Love, 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 I want your love.
Gorgeous. I don't know when to stop it. Honestly, I should stop it and talk about. I can't physically stop it. It's very fluent. There are no like actually empty spaces. The harmonies are gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Now that we've got like all four voices singing together, it's making vocally, or when it comes to vocal arrangement, it's making tons of sense. That is like beautiful. Even, I mean, their approach to the song is very classic modern, but you can tell that they are classically trained. Okay, I'm just gonna...
Cause you a criminal as long as you're mine. I want your love, 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 love. I want your love, I want your love. I want the psycho, your birdie Christine. Want you in my rear window, baby, you see. I want your love, 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 love. I want your love.
I will have to go back to certain moments in there, but the one guy that is singing the highest tone, he has such a rock quality in it. The guy with the highest tone reminds me of Steven Tyler so much. He has this very rock mix. It feels incredibly intense. Like, that tone is incredible though. That slide from that high tone, the atmosphere building is incredible. They are so coherent with their voices. So when they're amping up the atmosphere, they are going all together, and I am absolutely swept away by them, like absolutely swept away.
I want your love and I want your revenge. You and me could write a bad romance. I want your love and all your love is revenge. You and me could write a bad romance.
The crescendo on that, and then they take away the tension, calling a bad romance, so much lighter, and it's so synchronized. Interesting take on the part.
I want your love and I want your revenge. I want your love. I wanna be friends.
For the fact that he's a bass, he has a very good vocal elasticity. Like, he is, when I focused only on him singing as a bass, it was very well done. So he doesn't just serve the placement of a bass there, just a lower voice, but he has a solid range on top of it as well, so that's pretty good.
Je veux ton amour et je veux ta revanche. Je veux ton amour. I wanna be I wanna be caught in a bad romance. I wanna be caught in a bad romance. What should be romance? I want your love and I want your revenge. You and me could write a bad romance. I want your love and all your love is revenge. You and me could write a bad romance. Whoa, caught in a bad romance. Caught in a bad romance. Ooh la la, what's your bad romance?
This, when they have that stark contrast with a super high voice, it just hits the sweet spot. Oh my god. What the hell did I just watch? What the hell did I just watch? Okay, I'll go back, replay a couple of my favorites kind of parts, but I have not expected this. I did not expect in any shape or form this level of performance. Now, I've heard that every time they go for Immortal songs, they win. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. This is a very high level of training as well. They are incredibly well synced. They are very well balanced. They have quality bass, which a quality bass can be very, very hard to find. So when you get one, you hold on them. They have very good bass. But on the other hand, the guy that had the highest registra type of singing was insanely good as well. That very high, intense tone that he had there, it was so beautiful, metallic, strong. He still got a lot of vibrato through. Very pretty, very pretty. Let's replay some parts. One of my favorite things that we started with a bass. They rarely get a place to actually sing and actually showcase some vocal lines. They're usually kind of destined to be the bass and just do that very low line under the other voices. So we started with a bass. I'm a fan. Just this solo part where we have a contrast between that bass and that guy that has, I have to learn his name. I have to learn all of their names. So I'm sorry, this is my very first reaction. The member with the highest tone right now, or the highest placement right now, that head mix is beautiful. It's so strong as well. Like you can feel it. It's very intense.
I want you ugly, I want you these.
Back to the bass.
I want you everything as long as it's free. I want your love. Love, 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 I want your love.
Throughout this performance, what was very consistent is the tension in their voice. So they are never singing one-dimensionally, even though there are 4 of them and they are kind of playing very different roles in this constellation. There is like a lot of play with an air and attention in the voice. So nothing is like flatlined in the very straight kind of clear tone. There's a lot of push and pull and push and then release again. We're gonna see it especially in the chorus.
I want your trouble, your touch of your hand. I want to let us start this kissing the sun. I want your love. Love, 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 I want your love.
Also, the whole performance was extra dramatic, which I like. Their singing was also very dramatic and a little bit over exaggerated, which for performance like this, it's perfect. I wouldn't expect anything less. Very beautiful mid-range voice in combination with other ones. It has very gorgeous full quality, so when he starts singing, it is not falling behind. Very pretty. I'm glad that he got a little bit of a solo. He has a lot of resonance in his voice, very nicely anchored to his chest voice. So the tone, the voice has its value and it's really, really pretty. And this harmony. My absolutely most favorite part of the whole performance. I feel like the first part was a little bit more sporadic when it comes to harmonies. Like, of course, in the second half, we just really crammed it all in. The beauty of this part, like that slide there, was very Phantom of the Opera-esque. you know, very dramatic. And you almost feel like you're actually sitting somewhere in an opera. This had that quality. I bet that people that were sitting there live were absolutely like, what is happening? What is happening? That was so gorgeous and so beautifully structured. There was this massive bass supporting that really gorgeous slide that he did from that top voice. Beautiful.
I want you I want you desire. Cause you a criminal as long as you're mine. I want your love. I want your love.
I also heard from here and there, I heard a couple of girls, a little bit of a fry here and there. That's why it's just not like clear classical. It's very combined. So it's pretty obvious that they are mixing in a lot of samples from other genres as well, especially they are really spicing it up. Their detailed work with a voice is incredible, especially when you have to always look at the bigger picture, and which is how it's gonna look when we're gonna all put it together.
I want you psycho, you birdie Christine. Want you in my rear window, baby, you see. I want your love. Love, 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 I want your love. I want your love and I want your revenge. You and me could write a bad romance. I want your love and all your love is revenge. You and me could write a bad romance.
Here it was obvious how the bass actually has a pretty good range. He's definitely working on other parts of his voice a lot as well. So he has a very quality range, which is always nice to hear.
Caught in a bad romance.
Very pretty belt from him. Beautiful one. Very open, resonating. A little bit of a vibrato there. Not a big fan of this part. I'm gonna tell you the truth. But to be completely fair, it is really hard to vocally arrange this part. Even in her version, it's very experimental, to say at least, with all the sounds and the mix and everything. And to put it into vocal arrangement can be definitely incredibly difficult. Interesting though, interesting.
I want your love and I want your revenge. I want your love.
I also wanted to say that their English is very good. Their pronunciation is very clear. They are leaning into the vowels very correctly for English language. So their English and their singing is very good.
Je vais ton amour et je vais te revanche. Je vais ton amour.
Very pretty French though. Revanche.
Show me romance. I want your love and I want your revenge. You and me could write a bad romance. I want your love and all your love is revenge. You and me could write a bad romance. Whoa.
The highest voice is actually fluctuating in synchronization with other, and then every other time he's going an entire octave higher without batting an eye. Without batting an eye. They really embodied that kind of very legato under it. Legato is very connected. So the bass is very interconnected. It's one long line in the very simplistic kind of explanation. And then into it, that very piercing, very kind of attack on the tone, higher belts, with a little bit of a fry here and there just to make it a little bit more rock-ish.
Watch your bad romance. Wah, wah, ooh la la. Watch your bad romance.
That was an insane performance. I have not expected it whatsoever. Everybody told me FORESTELLA is classically trained, you're gonna love them. This is because before I mentioned that the stylization and singing, especially in K-pop, it's such a pity because I can see a lot of potential in a lot of, especially guys, that could have that very, very nice core tone and like very nice chesty voice, and there's a lot of times I'm missing that beautiful gorgeous vibrato and that really substantial tone, and here it is. The harmonies were so well done and so thought through and complex. Performance was very nicely balanced, and it has to be like absolutely flooring experience to be there and be able to listen to this. So let me know which performances from them you would recommend me, and I'll be here. I'll be waiting. I want to see more of them. I think they're incredible. But if you enjoyed this video, please let me remind you that you can subscribe to the channel. I'll really appreciate it. Here's the video that YouTube actually recommends for your viewers. Rest of my Korean reactions. Please stay safe and healthy. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.